Alright, what is going on, my fellow Marvel Rivals gamers? It's your boy Apxche, and today we're doing another VOD review for a silver gamer. Our boy Phil Aesthetic here. I went to pull up the VOD. Basically, you can see what heroes they use. This man used a couple heroes. So what I gotta say is, if you're flexing that much at this low of a rank, that's no bueno. There's blatant broken picks that you should be picking basically up to diamond. I get trying to learn characters, especially at a low rank. Yeah, cool. But you should be playing things that are more optimal because of the fact when you get to those higher ranks, well, you're gonna need to be on those picks, and either they're not gonna get banned or they are, and that's where flexibility comes into play. But you gotta have those picks down pat. If you plan on being a DPS player, Wolverine is chilling. Unless he gets nerfed in the near future, I'm not sure if that'll happen. Um, but things like Hela, Namor, Wolverine, oh, Wolverine. Star-Lord, maybe Psylocke, maybe even a little Iron Man or Storm. Right now, Storm's kind of meta, but I don't think you have to learn Storm because I feel like maybe by the time you get up there, or if you're starting to get banned and stuff, it's probably get nerfed by then. But Storm's cool too. If you want to learn Storm, you can. But these are like pretty safe picks. Wolverine's one of the picks that I'm not a big fan of because it's like a way different play style from everything else. Like Star-Lord, Psylocke, chillin'. Hela Namor, chillin'. And maybe even a little bit of Moon Knight. Well, Wolverine is so different from all of these that it's awkward to like learn how to play him unless you really put time in, right? My first gripe already is going to be you're too late. You need to be at your gate, man. You're coming out of spawn way, 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 way too late. And that's not good because you're not set up. Wolverine's set up. So I'm not going to focus too much on character specifics because you do play a lot of characters, and to like it'd be like I'm teaching you half a roster. So I'm gonna try to be like very general with my advice because that's what you need, right? So when we talk about Wolverine, I know he's a close range character. You play your positioning based off of your team. If your team's playing up here, you play this corner. If your team's playing at this choke, you can play up here, ask them to break bridge, so when they come through, you can knock them in, right? Your positioning on Wolverine is directly related to your team because you want to pull people into your team. So keep that in mind. Also, I mean, you probably know Wolverine does percent damage, meaning that the more health they have, the more max health they have, right, the more damage you'll do, right? So even though you do the same amount percentage of damage to squishies, you just hit harder when it comes to tanks with higher health pools. Wolverine's also a character. You don't fight this. That's not your job. In there's not really a world where you should be fighting a Spider-Man. He should always get away from you. He should always stall you out. You just ignore him. You bully tanks. That's another thing too. Wolverine's not a character you need to have aim on, so going a higher sense because a melee character could be beneficial with you, especially when it comes to turning. Normally I'd say back out, but Mantis pops your ult, even though your passive dropped, so you could still fight here and try to build up your ult and your passive back. If you don't know how your passive works, it goes on a cooldown, as you can see, 82 seconds. But every frag or elimination you take part in, I believe, that's 10 seconds off of your cooldown for your passive. So it's, even though you don't have it, it's still valuable to be in fights. Just obviously try not to die. Also, I'm all for practicing characters in ranked. You know, obviously, as long as you understand how they work, you've played enough casual to get the fundamentals down. But as of right now, I mean, it's not really seeming like you're super comfortable on the Wolverine, and especially since you're playing into Spider-Man and stuff. And they have a solo healer. You might want to go a DPS that has a little bit more pick potential when it comes to like the squishies. Just get ulted. So as you're coming out here, your mindset needs to be, you need to be surveying, you need to be planning. What am I going to do? Who am I going to grab? How am I going to go about this, right? Your team is up a pick, they're using an ult, Right now, you're looking at completely nothing. You need to be looking at the enemy. Get a feel for what you're gonna do, because you have no clue, no clue, no clue, no clue, no clue, no clue. Oh, also, you could have interrupted a Magneto ult. There's that too. That's also a play you could have did. I didn't even think about that till like right now. But honestly, Magneto ults, you could have used your short dash and then your long dash into him, and if you hit him, hey man, you completely cancel an ult. And then if you hit him, you could just hit him and try to pull him left. And either you can cancel an ult or you miss and you tried. But he doesn't get a pick, so not a big deal. But that is also a play you can look for because you can crowd control him. Drop in, pull it, throw in your backline. I like this. They're using a cloak ult. So in my opinion there, you could have either, if you wanted to secure that kill, you could have knocked Thor up and then dashed him even deeper, and which probably would have got you the frag. But if you don't want to do that, you could also just walk into here and knock up something that's a little more squishy, and then pull them out of the cloak ult. Which you do, but keep in mind, I'm pretty sure you have to, like, the second activation of this ult has to kind of dash through them for it to work, so keep that in mind. Because, like, you're, like, waiting so long that you're packing them, like, you need to be in front of them for it to pull them, I'm pretty sure. Don't be afraid to use your short dash as a gap closer, because that's what it's for mobility. There's a health pack behind you. You have no supports up. If you want to keep on fighting with your team, grab the health pack first, or grab the health pack to your left. Like get some health, man. You're so low. I would say if you don't know where the health packs are, just keep playing. You could walk through the maps in a custom and figure them all out, but after you play enough, you kind of figure out where they're all at. I mean, I might not even know, but on this map specifically. Is there one over here? I think there's one in this room, right? One in this room. There's one in this room. I believe there's one in this room. Yeah, there's one in this room. One in this room. On this corner. So you can tend to get a double health pack if you're quick enough. Right? Health pack. Health pack. One in that room. Not one in here. And then there's one in that corner over here. One in this corner over here. Right? It's good to know where these are at because it can, you play around them. One around there. I think there's one in here. I don't think there's one anywhere over here. But there is one. I think one ends up being here. Yeah. One's gonna be over here. There's probably one around here somewhere. No, that's a spawn here. And there's probably another one here. Yeah. So just knowing where those are at are a big help because then, like I said, it affects how you play. Because like, okay, like if I don't have a support, you know where to go to get a heal. Instead of dying like that, you could have got a health pack and maybe helped your team get another frag or whatever. Maybe I don't think you win the fight, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm cool with this swap. I would have went to Namor though. I think Namor is just so much easier, and he just like does more damage because the squids are like an extra player. You know what I'm saying? The damage adds up. It's also a lot easier into Spider-Man, especially as a console player. So yeah. So now I would just be even more. I'd be farther back here. Just chilling back here, right? Keep space, stay near natural cover, right? And on top of that, every time you reload, you can't kill anything, so it's good to look around, right? Just keep. I would say every couple of shots, just try to figure out where Spider-Man's at, because the last thing you want is for a Spider-Man to jump on you and solo kill you. No bueno. But you don't want to place too close to where you can't see anything. I wonder if that's the actual lieutenant like me. That'd be interesting. But yeah, you kind of unaware where the Spider-Man was at. He goes in. And he gets 2 kills. No bueno. And that's where Namor could also be good too, because instead of playing Hela, if you play the Namor, you can put a squid right here, and it'll give you it'll shoot at them. You know what I'm saying? And I know you're like, oh, but what if it shoots main? Literally, just put it in a position where it can't see nothing but this right flank, and now it's watching your flank. So I like kind of playing around your supports, so that you can kind of protect them a little bit. I don't know what's going on here. Be mindful of your positioning. Standing here, you're in the open. Be a little farther back. You still have the same LOS, and you have other angles here. Yes, these walls can break, but just be mindful where you're standing. So in my opinion, right, I might be weird for thinking this. Anytime I get marked by Spider-Man, you get that little web above your head. You know he's going to pull towards you. So what I do is I like to backpedal a little bit, maybe give me a little bit more time to react. And the second I see him go, right, the second I see him go, I know he's coming in. I use my bird right away. So then he slings to me and I go past him. And it basically messes up his combo because his pull is on a 8-second cooldown, I think. So as long as you can avoid that initial pull burst combo, you should live. You shouldn't die there, right? So I might be weird for doing that. Some people might think it's a waste of mobility, but I would rather do that than get punched, knocked up, and then one-shot combo. You know what I'm saying? Granted, if you got to heal from your supports, probably live there, but you can't rely on people. You got to rely on yourself. That's one of the biggest tips I'm going to give you as you climb the ranks. Cool. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you can control. Not on what they can control, because people will let you down. He can't take damage. He's gamma. He's exiled. How do I say this? You haven't hit a shot in like 2 mags, brother. You need to get in the lab. You need to dial your sense in because you're a console player. Also, take your time. Hela's not a character where you just like shoot, 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 shoot. You can get away with shoot, 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 shoot. Will there be times where you're hitting everything? You can go shoot, shoot, shoot. Right now, that's the most. In a perfect world, you can shoot at that rate, hit everything, and win. But if you're not hitting your shots, take your time. You're on a character that can 2 to 3 tap people. You don't need to throw your whole thingy to not hit nothing. Take your time. Dink, 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 right? Take your time, man. You don't need to rush everything. Right now, we're not hitting nothing. There we go. Can I? 18%, brothers. Fuck. Jeez. This is not flame. This is just me keeping it real, you know? I want you to improve. I want you to improve. Good kill. I like that you're using your ults. That's one thing that's a compliment that I can give you though. Even though you are low ranked, you're not holding on to your ults very long, and that's good. That's good. I would rather you use them and fuck up at this rank than to just hold on to them permanently. Yo, this switch is crazy. But even though this character freaking sucks, this character sucks so bad. The reason why I'm okay with the switch is because one, it will probably do better in the Spider-Man. You got 2 fades. This guy cannot eliminate you, so that's less value that he's gonna get. You're buffing your tank, right? So you're doing 2 goods. Not gonna die to Spider-Man no more, and you're buffing your tank, and it solves the aim problem. It solves the aim problem. So I'm hoping we look up from here. It's also not bad that you're shooting at tanks because you do percentage damage as well in this character. They can't stop him now. They can't stop him. Oh, but look at Phil go. Get him, Phil. Get him, Phil. Get him, Phil. Get him, Phil. Let's go. Yo, he's unstoppable now. Look at this guy. Make sure you throw your orbs in too. Throw your orbs in. Come on, man. Your orbs are gonna charge your left click's gonna charge up your orbs, or your primary fire's gonna charge your orbs. Shh, boom, boom, shh, boom, boom. Get that burst damage in. Come on, come on, Phil. Ooh. Oh, you're gonna get your ult, Phil. Come on, throw them right clicks. Throw the alternate fires in there, Phil. Come on, get that ult. Get that ult. These guys can't aim. These guys can't aim. Live, Phil. Live. Phil, get the health back. No, Phil, you have 75 health, Phil. Phil, you madman. Phil, you madman. Oh my god, he gets two. He gets two. Holy moly. Oh my gosh. There's no way. Oh man. That's crazy. I like it though, Phil. I like the newfound confidence. What a pivot, right, chat? Homie went from 0 to hero. Okay, I definitely would have probably fought the Spider-Man a bit there. You definitely heard him. But he said, nah, I got bigger things. You saw the bird? You made him waste his movement? Okay, I wouldn't have chased him. I would just have fought the supports because now he just gave you a free fight against their supports. I would have just been like, okay, you want to run away? Cool, I get these picks. That's what I would have did. Right? Get rid of the gamers. But you're on a mission. Dang, look at that Hela. He knows where health packs are. You're still holding it. Brother, let it go. Let it go. Oh, he said. Holy moly. So definitely you want to be like brawling tanks probably a little bit more. I like the little flankiness playstyle because technically your Iron Man's kind of like a backline for you. So, yeah, that's not terrible. I'm cool with how you're playing it right now. Sounds like somebody's behind you, though. Gotta turn them ears on, Phil. There is. The Amazing Spider-Man. Yes! Yeah, you gotta get them ears open, man. I don't know you can hear your teammates' footsteps, so anytime you hear footsteps, it's gonna be enemies. Oh, he's won, Phil! No, Phil, he's won! Get him, Phil, get him, get him! Get him! You have two fades! Oh, just better! You need a heal, though, you need a heal. Don't go to mid. Oh, what are we doing, Phil? You died there. Yeah, I wouldn't go to point. Not directly on it. I would just, there's a health pack, let it recharge, call for a heal something, but jeez. We got Phil on the Iron Man now. Interesting. I actually love Iron Man, so I'm interested. Do you still have a Hulk? You do. Okay. So, Iron Man likes to play around cover. So if I'm you here, obviously they block that out. You're here, cool. You don't want to be too exposed in the open, but you know you probably could have seen him from here and maybe throw some shots. And if he tries to, you know, look at you or throw webs at you, you have spawn door to play off of. But yeah, you've known they've played a Spider-Man all game, so not having an answer for the Spider-Man is kind of troll. And what is a great way to deal with Spider-Man? No more. No more is really good at dealing with Spider-Man. If you can convince somebody to go Luna, now you go from 2 squids to 3 squids, and that guy just cannot play the game. Like, right now, you're letting him play the game. You don't want him to play the game, right? If he's good at Spider, if that's the only character he's good at, if that's his main, make that motherfucker switch off. Oh, God. But right here, be careful. Play around a lot of cover. You gotta pick on a tank. Cool beans. Running to spawn's a little crazy. I think your healer could have healed you. But, yeah. Also, break that spider nest for your team, if you can. Hey, nice. Good job. Good job, Phil. Don't tunnel vision on this tank, because there's other people that can shoot you, right? So, don't be so tunnel vision that you're floating in main. What a name. What a name. Phil, my boy. Phil, you can fly. Why are you shooting the shield? Go up! Go up! You can fly, Phil. Phil, you can fly. Phil, go up. Verticality. You can get over the shield. Jeez Louise, Phil. The names in this game are just insane all around. Lordy Lord. Man down. Man down. You have your ult? You can look for it. Ooh, ooh. No, just throw the ult. Throw the ult. Throw the ult. Yes! I'd have tried to get more, but hey, man, a pick's a pick. That's all I care. It don't matter if you ain't him. That aura. You struck fear into that squirrel girl. That man ain't want no smoke. He didn't even try to look up and shoot at you. He ain't want it, man. He knew what was up. I don't know why. I don't know what's funny, man. Oh. That was almost hilarious. That right there would have just that would have made you plat on its own if you would have got that kill. Locate. Okay, you're floating. Oh. I thought you were trying to get a sneaky ult. You're a little too deep. You gotta open them eyes. I know you heard that ult go off. Why are you flying into it? Yeah, this man Spider-Man on too many occasions you can kill through that ult. If they walk down main, you let that joint rip. Not at the Magneto, bruh. The one guy who can eat your ult, you threw it at. Throw it at the penny. Throw it at the squishy. He said he wouldn't expect this. Yeah, popping your amp for a single person is outrageous. Luckily, more people contest you, but it's done now. You could have still had that Joan now and popped it now. Ay. You're too deep, brother. You gotta get comfortable with throwing out left clicks too. You don't always want to be beaming as Iron Man. And fly higher up. Get different angles. Okay, I like that you're helping your tank with this focus. You have your ult again. Oh, Hulk with the save, but then you go to... You dropped a point. Good for it. Hey, but you're gonna get back? You're gonna hit a 4-man ult? And this game's gonna be done, bruh. They can't fuck with Phil. Go left side, though. Go left side, though. No. Hit him, Phil. Get him, Phil. Boom. Oh, he got 2. That's all that matters. He gets 2. Hit him with that Philly special. Holy moly! And he wins the game. Wow. All right, let's get into notes. Alrighty, so your notes for today, right? Mechanics. Aim is super easy to improve. Same with ability usage. Improve on these with just more playtime as well as a bit of practice range work. In this game, the aim was a little rough, especially on the Hela. So let's get that working. Let's get that comfortability built up, right? And then that kind of bleeds into note number 2. is just be comfortable with the meta. I'm not saying you got to be a meta slave. You got to play everything that's good, but you should be able to play meta champs if need be. But not only just play them, but understand why they're good and when to pull them out. A great example is there was a Spider-Man on the enemy team, and he was coming in and getting 2 picks here and there, sometimes even 3. So it's like, do you just allow him to do that and hope you win, or do you play something that, counters him? It's ranked. You want to win, right? You don't just let him do whatever he wants. You shut him down, make him swamp, right? So, and Namor is a great example for that, where he soft counters Spider-Man and makes Spider-Man's game a lot harder. So now Spider-Man has to either play out of his mind or swap off. And 3, I know this is very simple, but man, get out of spawn on time, bro. No more being late. That is inexcusable. That is the one thing that there will never be an excuse for, unless your house is on fire, unless your mother needs you. If you were late because you're on TikTok, if you were late because you're thinking too long about your character, man, pick something and get out, get set up, be in the right spots. Because if you come out late and the enemy team is doing what they got to do, man, you're gonna lose the first fight because you're not where you're supposed to be, right? With that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this VOD. Hopefully you learned some things, right? And if anybody else is looking to get some similar coaching, you know where to find me. You can either hit me down below in the comments or message me on Discord. The name on Discord is Apxche, right? Where we can talk about, little nitty-gritty specifics and figure out what kind of coaching you need personally. These kind of VODs where it's just me looking over it myself, these are free. If you want some one-on-one coaching, whether it's me sitting here watching you live playing or breaking down a VOD with you in person, those take a lot more effort, and I'm answering questions and stuff live. So those do cost, but like I said, these ones are free. So take advantage while you can. Once demand spikes up, because I'm pretty sure it will, these will not be free no more. Priority will go to people who are paying, and then maybe here and there I can do free ones if I don't have anything else to do. So yeah, like I said, take advantage now. With that being said, I don't know if it's nighttime, morning, or the afternoon, whatever it may be. Hopefully you have a great morning, night, afternoon, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Take care. Peace.